What is up, y'all?
Hey
We're gonna
guys.
calm down with these controversial videos for a little bit. All right, we're gonna come back though. We're gonna come back. Y'all just some people just getting ruffled a
We
little
need a
bit too
break.
much.
We need a break.
Americans. But yes, we're gonna head into four American things that are actually British. I'm actually really excited for this because I want to know if I'm doing some British things already. Why can I be excited about maybe doing some British things?
Anyways, let's dive in. Today.
I need my coffee.
There's nothing more American than thinking you invented everything. But as a dual US and UK citizen, I'm here to tell you some surprising things that even I thought America invented that actually trace their roots to the UK. For example, when I think of America, I think of baseball and apple pie, but as it turns out,
I don't think of apple
neither
pie.
of those were our idea. Here's a closer look at four American staples that originally came from Britain. Number one,
Can't wait.
baseball. Now,
What?
baseball is often called America's pastime,
What?
a sport that is woven into the nation's
I've
very
been
fabric.
lied to.
From Little League.
But if I'm being honest, I feel like I don't see under other like places play baseball the way
Maybe
America
we just don't
plays
know.
baseball.
We
Yeah,
just
you're
don't
right,
know.
you're
You know, we've been
right.
lied to a lot. Then that's crazy because I would have never thought baseball was one. I really thought that was America's sport.
Well, I mean,
Like, really think about it. I really did think that was us. I ain't even gonna lie. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. This one is getting me already. Not disturbing me, but it is getting me. America just claiming stuff.
Fields, and yes, I did play baseball when I was younger, to major league stadiums. It's everywhere. Yet, baseball's ancestry is unmistakably British. Its closest ancestor is a game called rounders. Rounders involves
Rounders?
a bat, a ball, bases arranged in a diamond shape, and players would hit the ball and run around the bases to score
Wow,
points.
they just changed
Does
the
this
name.
sound familiar? Early forms of cricket also contributed
Yeah,
to
I know what
baseball's
cricket-
development.
oh my gosh, see, I was gonna say that, but I didn't know what it was called. I'm like, what about that paddle of wood that you hit the ball with?
Wood, yes.
Isn't that what it is?
Yes.
Okay.
Baseball bat is wood too.
No, I know, but back then it was like smaller, thinner type of vibe, and I was just like thinking, like, what about that one? But then I'm like, I don't know what it's called. But
I actually watched some cricket. It's actually pretty intense. Like, I got into some cricket for a little bit. It's an intense little. Not a little. I don't mean to say little sport like it ain't nothing. I mean, like, it's a great sport. It actually really is. It's a lot of rules though. That's the thing that sucks when you're new.
But isn't every sport?
No, it's a lot. It ain't like ours, run 3 outs. It's.
Oh,
I was like, oh my gosh,
not for you.
it's sport. But if you learn it, it'll be great. It's good though. It's good.
Okay.
Especially regarding the structure of innings and field organization. By the 18th century, bat and ball games had crossed the Atlantic with British colonists. Regional variants sprung up in North America under various names like town ball and baseball. The first recorded American reference to baseball appears in a 1791 bylaw in Massachusetts, which banned playing the game near a town meeting house. Now, there's a very patriotic myth that someone named Abner Doubleday invented baseball in 1839 in Cooperstown, New York. But this is kind of a neat patriotic origin story.
We ain't gonna get into that patriotic stuff. You know what's crazy? We back to the conversation that I had with y'all not too long ago. Who was sitting around saying, I'm like, I got this idea. This was
I
like,
feel like it's one of the. I feel like a kid because a kid, when you're bored, your imagination gets to running and like, oh, there's wood on the floor. Oh, there's a rock or a ball or something. Like, I'm gonna try to hit it. I feel like it's like a kid's imagination of just trying to have fun and do something.
I need to start just asking somebody, like, I need their story on what was the first thought. Because when you think about it, like, baseball, it's a lot involved. What were you doing you know what would be great? If you get a pitcher, right? Like, imagine him first explaining this to somebody like, you sound stupid. Like, somebody might say, you sound stupid. Like, imagine, okay, hear me, this little ball and this bat of wood, and you throw it and they got to hit it. He probably like,
It sounds fun. Like, okay, I'm gonna try to hit.
no, but there's always one to be like, the idea. Because if I say idea, somebody like, you sound dumb. Imagine he presented that at a time back then. They probably was like, dude, come on.
But then they have fun.
Until he made it. But what was the thought process? I just want to know the beginning phases. Like, what initially crossed his mind to say, this sounds great?
Them.
It's wild.
The real origins of baseball evolved gradually from British games, adapted over generations in the US, until it became the highly structured sport that we know today. Thus, America's national game has deep roots in English playgrounds and village greens. Next up, apple pie.
Don't lie.
Few things
I never thought apple pie.
I thought it was like Dutch.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I never thought it was like American. I thought it was like maybe Dutch. I would say I thought it was like British, because like I'm thinking of like the old school, old ways type of vibe, you know. But never that. I'm not shocked at this one.
But it goes down to what she's saying. Like what you said on the last video. What if somebody over here was making it? They just didn't put it out there. Grandma's secret recipe. And then you have this person that was willing to be like, you know what? The world can know. The world can know about this great crusty apple pie greatness, you know?
Yeah.
And then you have that one family tradition people that
isn't there something called like a Dutch pie or Dutch apple pie?
Yeah, the Dutch one. That's the best one.
So I'm wondering if that's what she's talking about.
You know? See, I told you I'm going to put my stuff out there. You could be grandma's secret recipe all you want. My grandma's recipe about to make me some money.
Are as synonymous with American identity as the phrase, as American as apple pie. Ironically, apple pie was a staple of English cuisine long before it ever appeared in the New World. The earliest recorded recipes for apple pie come from England during the 14th century.
England, that's what I was thinking.
A medieval English cookbook contains a recipe for something called tarts in apples, which closely resembles a modern apple pie. These early versions included apples, figs, raisins, and pears, sweetened with spices like saffron, and they were enclosed in a sturdy pastry shell. Sometimes this pastry shell was inedible and just used to preserve the pie's filling, but we can see how it evolves over time. When British settlers arrived in North America, they brought their baking traditions with them. However, at first, they struggled. Apples are not native to North America, and the crab apples they encountered were small and sour. It wasn't until English apple varieties were introduced that apple pie became a common feature in American kitchens.
I know this is a dumb question. I know
That's
this is.
That's never a dumb question. What I was taught in American school.
Do you use for apple pie?
I don't know. I think green.
I will hope, because that's my favorite apple.
Yeah, I don't think the red ones, because the red ones are sweet. I think green ones.
Yeah, but then you're adding sweet with sweet. It's like perfect.
No, but that's too much sweetness. I think it's green ones. I want to say they're green. At least I hope.
I hope. Cause
I wish I could have been around in the civilization of people. No, I don't, because they died. They could have died just trying stuff. Like, I wish I kind of knew. Like, I could be those people that go around like, ooh, this is an American apple. Ooh, what kind of apple is it? Like, oh, what is this? But then you have people that try stuff and died because it's poisonous. So I don't know if I want to be that person.
I hope it's green. I never thought of it like that, though. I hope it's green.
Right? Who thought? Like, who was walking around when they was, like, seeing fruit on a tree and like, oh, let's try this?
I mean, if you were hungry enough to try it.
You got to be brave, because now you got to sit there and lay there.
I mean, that's still stuff till to this day. You think it's this, and it's really
Imagine laying there at night thinking like, oh, let me see how this is going to react in my stomach. I could die.
And you don't wake up.
That's what I'm saying.
I hope it's green, though.
By the 19th and early 20th centuries, apple pie had become a symbol of American prosperity and national pride, especially during the World Wars, when soldiers often said they were fighting for mom and apple pie.
My mom did. I can't
Even though the dessert's roots are clearly British, it was the American imagination that elevated it into a cultural icon. Next up, Halloween. Today, Halloween in America is a major cultural event with haunted houses, costume parties, pumpkin patches, and trick-or-treating. And they do celebrate Halloween in the UK, but Halloween in America is just so over the top that often a lot of people think it started there. But Halloween's origins lie far from the suburban American neighborhoods and shopping malls. The holiday can be traced back over 2,000 years to ancient Celtic traditions in Britain and Ireland, particularly a festival known as this. Now, I've looked up different pronunciations of this word to try and say it correctly, but I'm going to need somebody who actually knows what they're talking about to let me know in the comments how to say it. I've seen everything from Samhain to Samhain to Samhain. So again, if you are in the know, let me know.
It's gonna be something crazy.
This marked the end of the harvest season and the beginning of winter. It was a time associated with death.
It's still hot.
Celts believed that on the night of October 31st, the boundary between the living and the dead was at its weakest, allowing spirits to return to the world of the living. People lit bonfires and wore costumes to ward off wandering ghosts. Now, eventually this blended with Roman traditions, and later, as Christianity spread across Britain, the church tried to replace pagan ritual.
So my thing is, don't be a ghost, because you want to scare the ghost. If you are a ghost, they're going to think you're one of them.
That's a little scary, though.
You know, I've heard that. You never heard that?
No, I ain't never break it down like that. That's crazy work. No, but I ain't going out celebrating, though. I ain't with the celebration.
I mean, what is considered celebrating,
like some people celebrate it. Like, they really get into
we do celebrate it, though.
No. Hear me.
Dress up.
Hear me when I say celebrate. Hear me when there's participation, and then there's people who actually participate. In there mixing spells and doing all kind of stuff.
A little off topic, but we went to a Halloween party, and our daughter won best costume.
I draw the line at certain stuff.
Wow, way to just kill my joy.
We already passed that. I was already with the joy. I was there when the joy happened.
With Christian ones, establishing All Saints' Day on November 1st and All Souls' Day on November 2nd. The evening before became known as All Hallows' Eve, eventually shortened to Halloween. Now you can see in here that America so far does not play into this at all, but Scottish and Irish immigrants carried these traditions to America in the 19th century, particularly after the Great Famine. Over time, American Halloween morphed into a community-based holiday, characterized by more child-friendly activities like trick-or-treating. But this itself was descended from the medieval British practice known as souling, where the poor would beg for food in exchange for prayers for the dead. Thus, while America transformed Halloween...
A little off topic though, they said in Halloween that is where like the homeless gets hurt and died the most. They said something like that. Don't quote me, but it was something like that I read. They said on Halloween that a lot of homeless people either go missing or end up
when you
dying.
really
they say a lot of people go missing on Halloween.
Well, when you really think about it, Halloween can be a very dark holiday.
It can be. It's dark. Like lights.
I mean, it can be. It is a dark holiday, to be honest. Like,
and some people just let their kids be by themselves.
Like the only light is the push light to see if you come in to see if they got the candy. Most of the time
and your
dark.
lights that are on your house, but
most of the time it's dark.
It's very dark. That's why we always have flashlights or glow sticks.
The Lord.
That's a bright light.
Into the colorful, candy-fueled spectacle we know today, its roots are undeniably British and Irish in origin. And the last thing on my list is the American national anthem. Few moments are...
Don't mess them up.
So y'all claiming something that's not yours?
Banner with their hand over their hearts in collective national pride. But the melody that stirs American patriotism comes from an 18th century British drinking song. The music of the
drinking song
banner was borrowed from the official song of a gentleman's club in London that celebrated music,
the Gentleman's
food, and
Club.
The song was written in the mid-1770s by a man named John Smith, and it was known for its difficult-to-sing melody. During the War of 1812, Francis Scott Key, an American lawyer, was inspired to write new lyrics to the song after witnessing the British bombardment of Fort McHenry in Baltimore.
Wow.
He was moved by the sight of the American flag still flying after the attack, and he penned a poem that was titled Defense of Fort McHenry. His words were later set to the melody of this Gentleman's Club song, which was already a familiar tune. The song gained popularity over the next century and was finally declared the national anthem in 1931 by President Herbert Hoover. So while its spirit is wholly American, the tune remains an echo of Britain's lively drinking halls.
You know what? I got something to say about that. You know what?
Wow.
This... See.
Just
This
stealing stuff. Just
no.
Stuff.
This is why I see. I had to sing it. They forced me to, but now as an adult, I ain't doing it because first off, this is why the USA is messed up now. You have took something that was for a gentleman's club. You know what they was doing in there, right? You know what they was doing.
Drinking.
To turn it and looking at probably females. You know it's a gentleman's club, right?
No, I've never.
That's what a gentleman's club usually is.
Okay.
You ain't never heard of a gentleman's club where guys just go hang out and have a sausage party. That ain't what they in there doing.
Sausage party? What?
So
Okay.
they took this song and then added his lyrics over the melody, right?
And they
then
made a sandwich.
and talking about it's for the American people. This is for no, it was for hoes. And now we over here singing our song over
Imagine
it.
people that are from there listening to our national anthem. They're like that.
It ain't even that. Now that's why we screwed.
That's
This
crazy.
is why we curse because we
crazy.
singing stuff that ain't right.
No, because we stealing stuff.
They
Stealing
always
stuff
been
and trying to
stealing.
make it yours.
America's been stealing. We known for stealing. I mean, come on. Like, they steal everything. Half of the stuff invented.
Woman, we know.
Half of the stuff invented.
Because I know you're going to go. Just
It was
settle
stolen
down.
by
settle
somebody else.
down.
Colonel Sanders, if you
Anyway.
let them tell it, Colonel Sanders made fried chicken. They really think he created fried chicken if you let them tell it.
Now, that's a reach. Y'all know
They do.
damn well.
There's people out there that think
But,
Colonel Sanders did it.
hey, he stole it from someone that worked for him and cooked for him.
He accidentally dropped some chicken in the flour and then threw it in the
he stole it
grease.
from someone that cooked it for him.
He did show it.
But anyways, we're done. This is it.
I love
'Cause
doing
we be
these.
going.
I have
No,
fun.
we're done.
I have fun with these videos.
Thank you. Let us know what you guys thought about it.
You know
Put it
what?
down below in
Once
the
again,
comment
I'm about to say
section.
something bad.
Don't forget to subscribe, hit that like.
My fellow UK people, I love y'all. You know what? I really genuinely love y'all. Because y'all are so honest and blunt. And then when we talk, y'all be like, we love y'all so much because y'all so real. Y'all are the realest Americans we met. I'm glad to be the
But
realest
there's
American
Americans
y'all
that act
met.
like that too. They love us too. There's some
I'm not
Americans.
dissing Americans. I'm talking to my UK community. I talk to Americans every day.
Okay.
talking to my UK community right now.
Oh,
I love them.
saying.
Because they be like, they just be this so real in the comment section. They be like, I feel you, bro. Take me over there, adopt me, and then we could be good. That's all I'm asking.
But
Somebody.
they give the same love as our American people.
Some.
Anyways.
Just adopt me. That's all I'm asking. You know you can adopt an adult. You know that, right? So if you're in the UK and want to adopt somebody, please add me to your list. I would love to join your family. See y'all later.